Hello everyone. Today I've prepared a very special content for you, and I'm sure many of us have watched The Matrix. Even if you haven't, you likely have some basic knowledge about the movie. Therefore, you know that this fantastic film is not just an action-packed science fiction, but also a rich source of philosophical questions and insights. Have you ever thought about how Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches how to live well in a generally chaotic, unpredictable and painful world, can be associated with the Matrix? If you're ready to take the red pill and join me on this journey, let's get started. One of the fundamental questions of both the Matrix and Stoicism is, how can we know what is real and what is not? This question challenges our perception, our mind, and the certainty we have about the world and ourselves. The Matrix presents a world where people are deceived and enslaved by machines, and the only way to escape this illusion is to take the red pill and reveal the truth of the harsh, dark, and dangerous real world. Stoicism also questions the reliability of our senses for understanding external factors like emotions, desires, and biases. According to Stoicism, the key to discovering truth is to use our mind, referred to as logos, which is a part of the universal consciousness governing the universe. Both the Matrix and Stoicism invite us to examine our beliefs and knowledge, urging us to look beyond appearances and seek the truth. They also show us the consequences of choosing to accept or reject the truth, illustrating how it affects our happiness and freedom. The philosophical thought experiment in The Matrix, where a character doubts its existence and challenges the senses using the wax argument, is based on Descartes. Descartes imagines being deceived by an evil demon, creating a false reality. He uses the example of wax to demonstrate that sensory qualities like shape, color, and texture can change. But the essence of the wax can only be understood through the expanded, flexible, and changeable nature grasped by the mind. He famously concludes, "I think, therefore I am," emphasizing that doubt about everything perceived through the senses leads to the certainty of one's own existence. He argues that the mind and its abilities, such as thinking, doubting, and desiring, are clearly perceived, while the body's properties like shape, size, and movement are not. This creates a distinction between the mind and the body, as well as between the self and the world, paralleling the scenario in The Matrix, where our perception of the world through the senses is questioned. Now, let's take a more detailed look at Plato's allegory of the cave. The allegory describes a group of people who have lived in a dark cave since birth, with their necks and legs bound to face a wall. Behind them, a fire burns, and between the fire and the prisoners, there is a raised walkway where people carry various objects, casting shadows on the wall. The prisoners can only see these shadows and hear the echoes of the sounds. They assume that the shadows represent real things and give them names and meanings. They compete to guess the order of the shadow's appearance and believe themselves to be the best judge of reality. One day, one of the prisoners is released, forced to turn and face the fire and the objects. Initially confused and blinded by the light, he eventually realizes that what he sees is more real than the shadows. He discovers the source of light and knowledge, the sun, and understands that he lived in ignorance and illusion. However, when he returns to the cave to enlighten his fellow prisoners, he is mocked, rejected, and threatened. The allegory draws parallels with the situation in The Matrix, where the machines create a simulated world in which people live without knowing the truth about their real bodies used for energy. The Matrix is like a cave, where shadows, created by machines, are mistaken for reality by the prisoners, humans connected to the Matrix. The architect, oracle, and higher levels of existence in The Matrix serve as symbols similar to the sun in Plato's allegory. The liberated individual, like Neo awakened by Morpheus, seeks to free others and confronts resistance and hostility from those who prefer to stay in the Matrix. This analogy encourages us to search beyond appearances and pursue the truth with courage, considering the consequences of choosing to accept or reject reality for our happiness and freedom. The complex narrative of the Matrix, along with allegories like Plato's, inspires us to question our relationship with reality and seek the truth within ourselves. Just as the Matrix's red pill represents facing reality, Stoicism also instills the courage to confront reality, shaking our trust in the senses and guiding us on a journey into the depths of our minds. Plato's allegory of the cave invites us to go beyond shadows and echoes, offering the key to understanding the connections between reason and reality, guiding us from darkness to light, from ignorance to wisdom. Taking that step further means daring to look beyond our thoughts and beliefs, embracing reality with courage, and progressing in the light of our inner wisdom. Stoicism and the Matrix's metaphors reveal the doorway to inner freedom. So let's not be afraid to question ourselves, seek the truth, and progress in the light of our inner wisdom. Remember, change in reality begins with transformation within. Wishing everyone embarks on this journey to awaken their inner Neo and discover the connection with reality. With that, I conclude, and thank you for watching.